Magandang gabi mga kalaro. Andito na naman ang inyong mga sportito para sa isang gabi ng kwentuhan at kantsawan dito lang sa Laro-Laro lang. I'm Chief Bisdak Joel Parcon. Kasama pa rin natin ngayon as usual ang Daddy who dribbles all the way in Canada, Mr. Excited, Gary Villanueva.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning
Bago.
Andito rin ang Contra Commander, ang expert sa pagdimiron, si Coach Miron, Noy Africa.
Bago ah.
Good evening mga kalaro.
And of course, hindi magpapahuli ang master ng pasabog, si Mr. Pasabog Barley, Dom Romantico! Tonight, mga kalaro, pag-uusapan namin ang iba't ibang mga issue na bumulabog sa mundo ng basketball nitong mga nakaraang linggo. And this week's version of Karambola. Just reminding everyone that these are the personal opinions of fans of different sports and teams. These opinions were formed after reading up on the different issues. At ngayon, nagkikwentuhan lang kami dito at wala kaming direct affiliations with any parties na involved sa mga pinag-uusapan naming mga issue. Kaya, huwag nyo kami masyadong seryosohin. Laro-laro lang. At yung mga opinions namin dito ay out of the box parate kasi tulad nga ng parating sabi ni Mr. Excited.
Kaya nga wild
Kadiri.
Kadiri.
Anyway,
Ano nakain nyo?
let's begin. Ang una nating issue deals with something in the NBA, particularly ang paboritong teams ng dalawa nating mga sportito dito, ang defending champion LA Lakers. Nabalitaan natin lahat na nitong nakaraang Saturday ay na-injure si Idol LeBron James sa laban nila sa Atlanta Hawks.
Si Idol.
Si Idol. He suffered a
Ayun, Idol
high
na siya.
ankle sprain at walang timetable sa kanyang pagbabalik. This compounds the fact na si Anthony Davis naman has been on the shelf since February 15. With a strained Achilles now or calf and has not yet returned despite the 4-week timetable. Ang tanong
Ubo
ngayon,
lang?
mga kalaro.
Ubo lang? Wala siyang
May
Strain cuff
cuff
lang?
Oo.
May cuff lang.
Ubo lang.
Delikado
Oo,
pag may
straight
cuff,
cuff.
di ba?
Strained
Asymptomatic.
calf, oo.
Oo nga pala.
Ang
Okay.
tanong-
Sorry.
Ang tanong mga sportito, ano ngayon ang
Wala
mangyayari sa LA Lakers? Does this hamper their chances of making it back-to-back? Anong magiging seed nila when the regular season ends? Discuss.
Okay, next.
Ako, tingin ko, delikado sila sa playoffs.
Ay, dude.
Talaga? Bakit?
Anong standing nila ngayon?
They are
Research.
35th.
Bilis.
They're currently fourth.
Oh,
No, I mean,
ilan yung
record-wise.
yung number 10? Anong record?
Alam ko lahat.
45.
Number 10 is si New Orleans. Which
Fourth
is
ang
19 or
Lakers.
19.
Number 11 is Pelicans, 24. 8 games behind ang number 11. Ilang games pa mawawala si LeBron? Sabagay, Pelicans naman
Gusto
parang
mong sabihin, malalaglag sila sa playoffs?
yes, baka nasa sila, yung play-in tournament.
No.
So sinasabi mo nasa play-in tournament sila?
7 to 10.
So sinasabi mo 7 to 10?
Yes. Yes.
Wild talaga.
Wild ka talaga.
Oo. Kasi yung number 7, 2
Hmm.
games behind lang.
2 games
Of-
behind.
Ilang weeks pa wala si LeBron tsaka si Davis.
No, wait. So the Lakers are 28 and 16. Number 9 is 22 wins. That's
22,
4
22.
games behind. That's 20 games. So 4 games behind.
Oh.
How many teams? 28 plus 16, that's 44 games played so
Hmm.
far. Out
Yes.
of 72 ba?
28
So,
games pa.
28 games pa.
Yes.
20 magic number to reach the playoffs usually kapag 82 games is 41. Tama ba ako? Usually, if you're a winning
Sa
record
West,
of 42 and
So
in
West,
general,
44?
if you reach 42,
41,
41, I think
42.
medyo safe ka ng konti, di ba? Konti
Sa
lang.
East, may home court ka pa nun.
I'm not worried. The worst I think that they'll finish off is maybe 5 or 6, but I doubt it if
Ano?
they'll fall beyond that.
What? No.
No, because Farley, if they sabi mo nang mag-losing 6 sila ngayon, pag bumalik yung mga players na yun, which will probably be a month from now or whatever, they will still have enough games to qualify, I think. Tsaka yung mga nasa ilalim nila, Warriors, Grizzlies, Pelicans, walang...
Actually, nakakatakot yung nasa ilalim nila.
No,
Dallas is there, ha?
No, what I'm saying is this, no. Among these teams that are 6, 7, 8, even 9, walang earth-shaking something that explode na biglang, alam mo yung maghahataw sila like Jimmy Butler coming back to the Heat. Alam mo yung tipong ganun? Walang something that will happen that will make them maintain a long winning streak. Like a player coming back. Portland, baka nga lumakas pa because nandun si McCollum, suddenly will come back. But the other teams who? Spurs, Mavericks, Warriors, wala namang babalik doon bigla.
Mavericks, kinukuha daw si Drummond, I think.
Si Drummond daw.
Malaking
There's
bagay
nothing
yung
around
trade.
Drummond.
But the Lakers are trying to get Drummond also. So, depende pa. I think a reasonable thing to think is that right now, if malaking impact ng mga trades this week, then maybe matakot ang Lakers. So, pero I don't think so. Davis might come back sooner than expected, di ba? So, anyway,
until when though? Ang question, until when?
I don't know. No, but for me, I respect Farley's decision na baka umabot ng set. Ako, but I don't see it happening kasi parang walang game changer. Sorry, naintindihan yung point ko. Walang anything na they're all practically ganun eh. Someone might catch fire, pero not all 3 or 4 of them at the same time, di ba? Tsaka kung pumasok sila sa playoff, yung parts pag pumasok sila sa yung 8, 9, 10 Lakers na nandun si LeBron, di lang paso lang yung kung sino yung makalaban nila. I would hate to be a higher seed, let's say the Lakers fall into the 8th seed. Ang mga kalaban mo number with 1 seed, which is Utah. Kabahan ng Utah. With LeBron and AD back, di ba? I mean, yung ganun sa akin. If they do come back now, at 2 weeks from now, after the Holy Week, tira natin kung si LeBron, mangyayari kay LeBron?
Mas uncertain ako kay Davis eh.
Well,
even if LeBron comes back, kahit wala si Davis, they're gonna make the playoffs easily.
Yun pa rin eh.
But, playoff, yes.
Yun naman pinag-usapan. Yun ang point mo, di ba? But,
ako tingin ko bababa lang sila sa 7, 8, 9, 10. Ang tagal mawawala nung dalawa.
While they're away.
Yeah. Well, maybe. While they're away. Pero,
3 to 4 weeks si LeBron, di ba?
If it does happen that way,
Kala ko
wala pang balita.
3 to 4 weeks. May nabasa ako.
Ang dami mo nababasa.
Bleacher report?
Wala pa ako nakita sa Bleacher report. Baka Bleachers bro, baka Kirek Olivares mo nabasa. Ikaw, Noy,
basta hanapin ko.
Ikaw, Noy, tayo dalawa yung Lakers fan na casual fan dalawa sa LeBron. Pero Lakers fan pa rin tayo.
Well, for now, I'm not really worried. Yun nga, the way I see it, by the time those 2 or one of them comes back, they'll be able to make up for the games where they really suck without those 2. Obviously, this team wasn't built to play without any of that. Without both. Obviously. Dahil, di ba nga, I mean, sige, Schroeder will maybe take over. Kuzma, wala na.
May balita pa nga na dapat matitrade si Harrell, di ba?
For whom again?
May rumors about Harrell eh. Wala lang na maraming
I read somewhere may rumors to Charlotte daw for Rozier, Biyombo, Malik Monk for Harrell.
Actually, malaking bagay.
Caruso.
The Mark Gasol experiment did not pan.
Yeah.
That's also that is something that could work in their favor kasi nga 'di ba si LaMarcus Aldridge is wanting out of San Antonio. And na pwede rin siyang kunin ng Lakers.
I
O
feel like
iba-buyout lang
that
siya.
would be a bad fit din sa kanila
Ah,
because
Sa kanila.
Aldridge is a little
mabagal na
slow.
naman.
I mean, as it is, their defense sucks and I don't think Aldridge will help much in that department. So, the way, siguro, they just have to, their best move will be in the buyout market, not in the trade
Mm.
market. So, that
Ah,
specifically Drummond, or maybe they
Mm.
get a shot at JJ Redick. I mean, if they get those two, they'll be fine, especially if the two come back, LeBron, AD, Drummond, and Redick. That would be more than enough.
Mm.
Plus, yun nga, the way I see it, LeBron is not gonna sit out too long. I feel like yung window niya for a championship is very small. So if he doesn't go for it this year, he might not be able to go for it again. So,
Ay,
what? What are you
nagpakita ng
showing?
proof. Nagpapakita ng pruweba.
Anong pruweba mo?
Ano yan? Anong site yan?
Nakita ko may ESPN eh.
Oh,
Ano?
Fox Sports.
Ano sabi ng Fox Sports? Tagal mo naman magbasa.
Appearing on ESPN's Get Up, NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski has revealed the Lakers are preparing for the possibility of being without James for 3 weeks or even a month.
tama. Ako, I give it a month.
Yeah. I mean, yun nga. By the time those
Tamang
two get
pahinga lang.
back, they'll make up whatever games they lost.
Yeah.
And I feel like itong current group na to, they'll figure something out. They'll be competitive. They're not gonna lose all their games. So,
You know, I agree with Noy kasi this group was built with LeBron and AD in mind. Tanggalin mo yung dalawa.
One of
They
them.
each have one of them. Now they have to find their identities on who will take this shot, who has to get the ball, who has to rebound, di ba?
Mm.
Parang nagde-differ pa sila eh. Ako, I think two people from the starting lineup should step up. That should be Schroeder and Kuzma. And off the bench, it should be Harrell asserting his effort and,
Mm.
yun, ako, yun lang, basically yun lang eh. Kasi yung iba, Morris, si Marquis, si
KCP,
Tucker,
Wes
KCP,
Leonard,
Matthews,
KCP,
Matthews.
Wes Matthews.
In spots,
Alex
they're
Caruso.
great, diba? Si Caruso, they all have to put, kasi sanay lang sila na may LeBron sila. These are all role players, diba? So, they have to adjust to it somehow. Someone has to step up. Ako dapat talaga, Kuzma has to shine.
Ooh, Kuzma, airball.
he has
Yes,
to
to learn
This
all
is
rediscover
his
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 game.
opportunity.
He has to
Yeah,
rediscover
this is
his
his
game.
yeah. I was watching the game, watching some of the highlights against the Pelicans. Napaka-passive ni Kuzma on both offense and defense, di ba? Hindi ko maintindihan kung ano
Considering
nangyari sa
before
batang yan.
LeBron came, di ba, napaka-aggressive ng bata na yun.
Sobrang aggressive ka with that. Sobrang aggressive ka, nakakatawa eh, di ba? But let's talk about Lakers status after a month from now, see whatever. But right now, I think okay pa naman. No need to panic for me.
Basta for sure,
Ako
they're
yun lang.
gonna lose out on any opportunity to be the top seed.
Oo.
Yun lang. But I
That's
think
it.
any team
Too
na
crowded
makakalaban ng Lakers, regardless of
Mhm.
a seed, like kahit 7 seed din, yung second seed matatakot sa kanya. 8 seed matatakot yung first seed. So actually,
Pero
for the top teams, it would be very scary for them, for the Lakers to drop down to the lower seeds. Dahil early out sila.
Oh,
Pero
actually.
kasi, meron ng home court advantage yun. Unlike last season, nababol sila.
Pero how many fans
That's it.
are watching?
I don't think that's that again, the fans are, the home court fans are there more or less for me para na mas komportable yung mga naglalaro. It's not the other way around to intimidate the opposing teams.
I feel
don't
like
think
it's not
enough.
earth-shattering. Like if you have
Enough.
5,000 fans, I don't think that's
Oh,
gonna
Maybe in
matter.
the playoffs, they might increase it ng konti. But still in all, this is a veteran Lakers team. I don't think they'll be... Seryoso, kabahan ko kung ma-lower 6, 7, 8 sila, kabahan ko sila yung mga makalaban sa hayop yun. Kabahan sila. I mean, yun lang. Yun lang yun.
But again, the
Importante
biggest
sa
issue,
Lakers si Davis makabalik.
no, the biggest issue is if both don't get to come back. They're not playing for a championship without those two
Oh,
back.
I agree.
So kung
I
isa lang,
agree.
most likely goodbye.
Pag si
captain.
Davis ang nawala, they might not make it to the playoffs. Kasi the last time Davis was not with the Lakers, they didn't make the playoffs.
No,
It's
no,
a fact.
no,
No.
no,
It's a
no.
I know
fact.
it's a
This is
I
a
know it's a
different
fact, but
team. This is a
it's
totally
a different
different
team.
team.
Totally different team.
So Davis is the more important one.
And the
For
way
me.
LeBron is playing now, I'd hate to admit it, if he didn't get injured, he probably would win MVP. He has the best case for MVP. But since he's missing games,
Oh, goodbye na
malamang
rin
hindi. I
chances
mean,
for
you
them.
know me,
Ako,
I'm a
goodbye na rin.
LeBron hater. So for me to say this is, me being rational, revelatory.
Revelatory.
You are related to Silvelatori. Kulit. Ang kulit.
Just some additional info, no? Sa buong team, it's either LeBron or AD leading them in the stats. No? Maliban na lang sa field goal sa percentages. Lahat ng mga per game, sila ang nagli-lead. Points, assists, turnovers, at saka minutes si LeBron, rebounds, steals, and blocks si AD naman. So ganun ka talaga, integral silang dalawa.
But
Actually,
ako
the
kasi
way I see it, I wouldn't call the Mark Gasol experiment as a failure. I don't think they
Not yet.
expected Gasol to be the guy. I mean, at some point, he's gonna play a major role. Like, situational siya eh. I feel like yun yung reason why they got him. They didn't expect him to contribute, to give major contributions. But at some point, he's gonna be filling out like situational. Like if they go up against Jokic in the playoffs, he's gonna get to play more because Jokic is not that fast.
No, I agree with that. But the thing is, he barely plays period. And the time he does play, it's awful.
I
Sa
think,
kaya alam yun.
I think
Yung
ano lang siya
weird
I think
talaga.
ako system eh. Yung system ng Lakers doesn't fit Gasol.
No,
Bira siya
I don't believe it.
magkaroon ng touches unlike in
Ngayon,
Toronto before.
ako
Nakahawak
ngayon,
siya.
parang ngayon, maybe now is the time that he should be
He should
wala
be
si
back.
LeBron, wala. He should be back. Kasi isa capable playmaker, di ba? As from the center
It's gonna
slot.
make a difference if he comes back now.
Ngayon.
Protocol lang naman yun sa kanya eh. He will be back I think anytime.
Out ba siya due to protocol?
Parang medical protocol lang.
Okay.
So naano
Diyan
siya?
lalabas yung galing ni Vogel kung totoong may galing.
Ba't ba ang dami mong galit sa Lakers? Kay Vogel, kay LeBron James? I think
Hindi
Vogel
kasi-
is doing just fine.
No, they've been losing, man.
Of course, you don't have LeBron.
But
You don't have,
And any
you
team
don't
is
have
gonna
LeBron
lose.
and you
It's
don't
part
have
of
LeBron
basketball.
and you
Team
don't
lose,
have
you
Davis.
don't lose
teams
that
lose.
bad. Like kanina sa Pelicans.
Do you
No.
see that lineup? It's not the coach's fault.
Okay, I will
Zion
go
lang
back.
yun.
Kumpara mo kaya sa San Miguel, nawala si Junmar, ano nangyari sa San Miguel? Coach Leog didn't react also, and now they want his head.
So you're saying Coach Leo is not a good coach?
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yes.
That's what
He's
They
a
were
good friend
losing
of mine.
badly. They were losing
Oh, see?
badly.
They were losing by same thing with Vogel. Tsaka alam mo, this is my point though. People always say that the coach, pero mo, ang coaches palagi, they're always the last, parang kawawa palagi coach eh. If you're given players like LeBron, AD, ina-expect nila na they'll win kagad, di ba? You have to realize that these coaches have a hard time juggling these egos, juggling these playing times and everything. Hindi ganun kadali yun na binigyan kita ng magagaling na player. Di ba? I mean, lahat yung mga yun magagaling eh. Kaya,
Dapat manalo ka.
Ano lang eh. Oo eh, di ba? Kaya ako, I don't blame coaches because their team's not winning. It's the player. At the end of the day, right now, it's the players na talaga. Dati, panahon na ng mga 80s yan. Kung di magaling coach mo, banbandan ka yung team mo. Meron ngayon? I don't think so.
But yeah, technically, sige, it's, ano ngayon, kakulangan nga ni Vogel for them to not be competitive. But
yeah.
still,
But
it's a player league, I think.
Tsaka, I 50% ako Fardy, 50% ako kay Noy. I agree with both. But kay Vogel now Vogel, since knowing that LeBron, now that he knows they'll be gone for a long time along with AD, now he has to adjust. Ganyan, tama si
Dapat mag-adjust
Fardy. Ngayon siya masusubukan talaga. Diba? But I'm not saying he's not doing a good job, period. It's just that, it's a matter of adjusting to it, diba?
He has to find
Yun.
ways to win.
There
Still.
she goes.
Yeah, because he's
To
still
keep the
coaching
ball, to
NBA,
keep the boat
legit
afloat.
NBA players. So,
Yeah. I mean, you have, dalawang sixth man of the year candidates. Yung isa doon, nanalo, di ba? Si Schroeder tsaka si Harrell. Tapos meron kang dating defensive player of the year. Yung nga sabi natin, medyo hindi lang nagwo-work na yun. Yung ano niya, yung either siya or yung system, parang hindi nagwo-work. So medyo
Tsaka ano din naman.
competitive pa rin yung team.
Well, malaking bagay I think for me is the trade deadline. Tingnan natin kung anong makuha nila if they acquire or get something. I think that's we might have a better picture of what's gonna happen.
Diba? So the Lakers are sort of wobbly right now. Tapos we've been seeing that I don't know if you've seen it, but Phoenix has been doing really well. Diba?
Oh yeah.
it's expected. They have Chris
Sobrang
Paul.
the Chris Paul effect, diba? Pero I mean, I wouldn't have thought that they would be at number 2. I mean,
sila.
at number 2 sila ngayon eh. Chris Paul brought the Thunder to like number 7 ba last year? Parang naging competitive ang Thunder, pero ganito ka, diba? Mag-number 2 sila. Oh.
May talks nga na nasa MVP race na si Chris Paul eh.
Oo nga, I heard that also.
medyo parang Mike Conley as all-star naman yun.
Kasi
I think
sabi,
there might be a legitimate conversation.
No, I think kasi in a way, you think about it, walang iniba sa Phoenix kung hindi dagdag ka na isang player and this player literally made the team bigger and better.
And he has historically made his teams better.
So sila 29 and 13.
Oh, if we go into like the definition of most valuable player, baka nga pwede mong masabi Chris Paul is a very valuable player. Pero in the way that the NBA works, I don't know if he actually gets it.
I don't think
if you think about it, he came into the conversation right after LeBron got injured. They're trying to find the next guy to be the MVP. I mean,
yung the next narrative. Kasi di ba noong una si Embiid yun eh. Sabay na injured din si Embiid.
Na-injured.
So si LeBron bumulusok.
Giannis ngayon injured din.
Actually right now I think the MVP race medyo up in the air yan siya. Wide open.
Kasi you can make a case for say for example for Jokic or even Donovan Mitchell. Kasi I mean 31-11
or Rudy
Utah
Gobert.
Just who would have thought Rudy Gobert?
Ako
Jordan Clarkson.
Kawhi is still in the mix for me for MVP favor.
Jokic sana but kaso Denver is not doing well.
Not by his
70
fault.
number 7 lang.
Not his fault. But he has the numbers to back it up, but it's not his fault.
Even Harden is in the conversation
Murray.
now.
Harden is in the conversation now. Di ba?
Pwede. Nag-vacation leave na naman si Kyrie.
Wala na naman ba si Kyrie?
Family matters.
Games.
Family matters.
Family matters. Vacation leave.
Si KD hindi pa nakakabalik, di ba?
Hindi pa. Feeling ko mas malaki injury na siya sa hamstring. Tagal naman na hamstring nun.
But playing in the East, they can wait for KD. Harden can take that team to the playoffs on his own.
Tsaka nandun na si Blake. Dumadakdak na ulit si Blake.
Isang beses lang eh. Isang beses lang eh.
Tapos parang halos inabot lang, di ba? Halos inabot lang yung ring. Pero
played well kanina. 8 and 5 siya kanina.
8 points siya. Medyo
3 points sa gilid.
Pero babalik ako doon sa sinasabi ko na feeling ko nagpigil siya talaga. Feeling ko nakausap siya na don't worry, i-trade kita.
Sabi mo nga. Pero you watch him play, he's running around gingerly. No, gingerly nga eh. Hindi nga gigil eh. You watch him, alam mo yung pare pa lang siya maglakad yung tumakbo. Alam mo yung hindi na siya yung
hindi na yung rachada.
Oo,
hindi yung
alam mo
ano si Zion Williamson ngayon.
he was picking his spots. I will maybe getting back getting to know, pero I was just maybe overly watching him. Siya pinapanood rin the way he was walking around, moving around. One, medyo nawawala pa siya sa opensa. Kaya ang role niya
maraming
pala is
beses
to set screen, taga-set na siya. Pero other times when he's running, makikita mo na parang either tentative siya or parang may iniinda pa rin, alam mo yun. Or tentative
Saka
lang
pag
because
nasa-
he's a new team.
Pag nasa bench siya, as in wrap yung mga tuhod niya.
Oo eh.
Balot.
Ay, the mighty
Hindi
have
ba-
fallen. Sayang. But, you know, again, kung
Yung-
pag ganun lang siya na pa-backup, 8 points, 8.6, 5 boards in the second unit, malaking
Oo.
bagay na yun.
Pwede rin na parang i-reserve nila para sa pagdating ng playoffs. Yan, pwede ka nang bumuhos siya sa second unit. Yung Rumara chat, yung magandang panoorin ngayon sa Brooklyn, yung si Claxton.
Oo.
Diba? Yung mga lob ni
Lumipad yun.
mga lob ni Harden sa kanya, kahit saan
Harden.
bato na Harden eh.
At saka
Ganda ng
ako, Harden has been for me, pleasant revelation, whatever. Akala ko he
Revelatory.
would not be doing, been a revelatory again. Kapatid ni Silvelatory. So si Harden, ang galing eh, di ba? I mean, he adjusted this game. Someone had to, he adjusted this game ngayon. Point guard pa rin. He still gets his points, he still gets his rebounds, but he gets but despite that, team concept, hindi siya yung tulad ng dati na bakaw ba? He gets everyone involved. Kaya parang, okay ang kakatawa silang panoorin. No, I think Brooklyn is the big favorite to come out of the East if the way they're playing right now. With or without Durant, even with the Kyrie there, I think
Although,
it'll be ganoon.
although frontrunners ang Celtics kay Gordon.
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon.
Doesn't matter to me. I don't think the Celtics will be just the lower seed.
Hindi siya earth-shattering.
There's something wrong with them, period. They're not, alam mo, dalawang players were averaging both 20 points a game. There's something wrong with your team. Either, pili ko, alam mo yun, kulang sa, hindi ko masabi, kulang sa,
Ang nawala sa kanila yung defensive yung kamukha dati na
Capacity ba?
sipag.
Oo eh. Malaking bagay si Kemba eh.
Injured din.
Pili ko kulang sa something sila eh. If they get Gordon, I'm great, fine. But I don't think hindi magpapanik ang Brooklyn. Hindi magpapanik ang Brooklyn doon ko sa kanila. Ako hindi ko alam paano nanalo 6 sa totoo lang. Without Embiid.
Ano kasi ano si Howard. Tapos sa tatapat na hindi ganun kalakas yung mga kalaban pa sa ngayon.
Schedule, kumbaga.
Yeah.
Yun yung dahilan. Ano ba? 9-1 ang Sixers in their last 10.
That's why. Kaya ako parang, actually, Tobias Harris ang X-factor nila.
Tobias
Problema,
Harris,
nawawala siya kapag playoffs.
The guy that Detroit traded for Blake Griffin. Ano ba?
Yeah. Tapos sitting pretty ang Milwaukee. Parang kulang din ang Milwaukee eh.
Sino nga yun recently nakuha ng Milwaukee?
PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker.
Ayun, PJ Tucker. Hindi pala big. Plays big lang pala.
Plays big lang.
Not
Si Ariza nasira ang Miami, no? Tatatalo. Timing nung pasok ni Ariza.
Si PJ Tucker parang 6'5" power forward. Parang 6'2" bako na Austria. Yun. Power forward na Ateneo namin na napakaliit.
Pero isipin mo kasi ang Miami, may Ariza ka nga, tapos ano ka pa, Iguodala. Puro mga, alam mo yun, mga early 2000s pa sila naglalaro eh.
Sabi ko mga gurang na. Ewan ko ba't naglalaro. Sabihin mo na, matatanda na.
Miami has to make a big move.
Oo.
Ang narinig ko,
looming.
interested with Lowry, pero ang hinihingi ng Toronto, si Tyler Hero. Ayaw naman gusto nila Robinson lang. Ibigay. Ewan ko.
Well,
Pupunta
Toronto's
si
gonna
Lowry.
ask for the moon for sure.
Oh.
Mm,
Well,
speaking
talk
of
about my team.
Toronto,
Oh God, ewan ko nangyari sa team namin.
Malapit.
saka nabalitaan niyo yun?
Nagkasigawan.
yata?
Gininahin
Wala
ng
ni
Toronto
Siakam.
yung fine. Hindi yung sigawan.
Ano nga eh, it's the championship hangover. The championship, the
Tapos
championship
na,
honeymoon is
honeymoon.
over. It's
Tapos
over
na,
with Nick
honeymoon.
Nurse. Sayang, you practically have the
God.
same team. Again, like other teams, wala silang defensive intensity. Wala silang, funny sa dami ng veterans, wala silang, they lose big leads. They close us a big time. Imagine mo natalo sila sa Houston, we just lost 20 straight games. Kaya yun yung masakit doon. Sabi nga ni Steph Curry, if I sa tang matatalo, wag sa tatalo na gano'n. Wag ayaw nila matalo sa gano'n, di ba? Ayun, nangyayari sila.
Kung grabe yung sa Atlanta versus Clippers.
Yeah.
Clippers down by 22. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. They won by 9.
Oo.
Clippers
At
won
yung
by
nagdala,
9.
At yung nagdala, isa na namang dating Detroit Piston. Si Luke Kennard naman.
Luke Kennard.
Hindi
31 point
nagmitis,
swing
10
in
out of
15
10.
minutes. Buti na lang. Swerte ako doon.
Pero ako naman, I'm happy for my
Kapan
team, the
ganun.
Hawks. Nakaangat sila. Coaching change lang palang katapat.
Na-foresee mo.
Pilitan pa kuno. Napilitan pa
Ko, di
kuno.
ba? Oo, 8 out of 10
Lloyd
wins
pa,
sila in
sinabi
last
mo
10
yan, Lloyd
games.
Pierce.
Oo, kita mo. Hindi, yun lang eh. At the end of the day, sometimes some players just tune out the coaches after a while eh. Kaya, yun. Sorry, sa Celtics, kahit anong hindi lang umamin, feeling ko they're tuning out Brad Stevens na eh. I mean, could be, di
Dinay
ba?
pa ni Danny H.
Oo.
Feeling ko
kasi
if they change coaches, they're gonna go on a downward spiral.
Could be
Yes,
also.
Parang that
Mid-season,
team
yes.
is built for and by Brad Stevens. Na if you
Brad
take him out,
Stevens, eh.
no one's gonna be able to make that team go higher.
Sa akin, patapusin muna itong season.
No, I think the season, they'll finish the season with him. But then, if they make it the playoffs and they crash and burn in the first round, I think his career is done. They will trade one of the younger guns. Yeah, they'll probably trade one Tatum or Jaylen Brown. They'll trade one of those guys for assets. Yun. Sigurado yun.
Blow up na yung team or wala lang?
Oh,
Return lang.
wala lang. I don't think blow up, but they'll trade one of them. Saka tumanda na si Kemba Walker. Biglang tumanda in the span of a year, you know? Tumanda siya eh. Kaya, they'll make the playoffs.
Naka-Walker pa lang.
Yeah, takilin.
Surprisingly, ang nalungkot ako ng news this week, na-injure sila Melo Ball.
Yun nga, kita mo
Ay,
yun. Okay,
Operahan pa.
grabe, you've been pushing for him ever since the start of the season.
But I think he's still gonna win Rookie of the Year. I mean,
Talaga?
stats-wise ang layo. Stats-wise ang layo niya eh. Parang
Talaga?
consolation prize. And especially because he still might come back.
Last week ata ng ano.
And I read somewhere, statistically, he's way ahead of everybody.
Wait lang.
But then again, maraming hindi nag-go. If Anthony Edwards, tama ba? Anthony Davis, Ant-Man, steps up his game as he has been dahil starter na siya ngayon. Outside chance na habulin niya si... Kasi mas nakikita ng mga voters si Lamelo eh. Hindi nakikita ng, di ba? They always still see this guy. So there's the possibility that they're... But I think it's the between the two of them.
Yeah, most definitely. Saka actually,
hindi maganda laro ng Minnesota.
Yeah, with the Wolves kasi.
Wala naman eh.
With the Wolves, kaya rin nagkaroon ng opportunity si Ant to produce. Wala si D'Angelo. So pag bumalik si D'Angelo Russell, he's not gonna get the same volume.
Same shots.
So I think it's still LaMelo Ball.
Yan pa rin ni Coach
Yari ang fantasy team mo.
Oo nga eh. Wala pa si KD. Wala pa si D'Lo.
Sa dalawang team ko sa fantasy, sa akin si LeBron. Kaya nung Sabado parang, oh my gosh, there go my seasons.
Nako.
Pero yun, going back to what Farley said, no? going back to what Farley said, sa MVP, medyo importante ang win-loss card. Sa Rookie of the Year, stats talaga siya.
Masyado.
Oo, stats talaga. Hindi naman
Basta
ganun
Lamelo Ball
ka-importante
pa
ang
rin yan.
win-loss card.
No conversation there.
Do you think they'll make the playoffs na with or without Lamelo? at this
Without
point?
they still
Kasi
might.
nasa
500
Pero
sila ngayon
they're
eh.
not very interesting to watch, but they're still gonna make the playoffs. Kasi to be
Number
honest, I've
7.
been watching Hornets games. Parang interested ako to watch Hornets games since
Since Lamelo.
Lamelo Ball. Before,
So,
di ko talaga sila papanoorin eh.
So, ang kukunin, 1 to 7, and then 8, 9, 10 magpe-playoff. Mag-play.
1 to 6, sure na napasok according to the ranking. 7, 8, 9, 10 play-in. 7 versus 8, yung mananalo doon, get 7. 9 and 10, maglalaban. Yung mananalo, lalaban sa matatalo sa...
Kakalabanin niyo yung
7, 8.
panalo ng 8.
So, yung 7, 8, kailangan matalo ng 2 beses para matanggal. Yung 9 and 10, dapat manalo ng 2 beses to get to the playoffs.
Para makapasok.
Okay.
Thank you for the information. For the revelatory
problem.
information, Farley.
No problem.
Kapatid ni
Sil de la Tour. Alam mo, natatawa ko, nagulat na lang. Ito na naman. Mabalik tayo sa sa West. Pag Spurs, nandun pa rin ang Don Romantic.
Nandun pa rin.
Romantic. Don
Nakakapit
Antonio
pa
Spurs
rin.
natin,
The
nakakapit.
Don Antonio Spurs, baby.
Di ba?
It's the system.
Nagugulat pa ba kayo? Diyos ko naman.
Yun nga,
Popovic,
parang, oh my God, they're there.
And they are above 500, huh?
Yes,
They're
that is
4 games
why.
above 500.
And you look at their lineup, how many people do you know?
I do not know eh. Jonte Murray starts, Derek White starts,
DeMar
Keldon
DeRozan.
Johnson, DeMar DeRozan, and Jakob Poeltl. That's it. Then Rudy Isgay comes off the bench.
Rudy's gay?
Patty Mills. And then...
Yung isa pa nilang big white center.
Yeah,
Eubanks
that
ba?
one. Oh, yung mga hindi ko na kilala. Lonnie Walker, ano yun?
Lonnie Walker the fourth.
Lonnie Walker, wala na
Teka,
yung
anong
book.
sinabi mo dyan kay
Dating
Lonnie
may
Walker? Gary, may sinabi ka dyan eh. Most improved ba? O
Oo,
nakalimutan
parang
mo na.
nabanggit ko yata. Nakalimutan ko na.
Sabi ko sa'yo, kalimutan mo na eh.
Pero, yun. Yun lang.
Pelicans kawawa, parang hanggang ngayon, di pa rin umuubra, no?
Hintay lang kayo. Yung
Nasa
Wizards
West
ka
kasi
talagang
sila eh.
parang hindi talaga makafigure out eh.
Hindi bagay si Van Gundy.
Hindi.
Di ba?
Okay yan.
Okay naman sila maglaro. Actually, ako ngayon, nowadays, when I watch NBA games, I watch the younger teams play. Kasi parang mas exciting silang panoorin. Kasi
Pero
yung mga
kanina
veteran
nanalo
teams
ko doon,
parang,
Pelicans.
okay. Oh, di ba? Pelicans, parang exciting silang panoorin eh. Lalo na siguro kung nakabalik si what's his name? Si Lonzo. Yun. Kasi
Ayoko
wala
talaga
si
yung
Lonzo right now.
ayoko talaga yung backcourt nila. One of them has to go. Either Lonzo or Bledsoe.
Or Bledsoe.
I don't like
Parang-
Bledsoe. I don't know why people keep him so high in regard. He's already lost a step. He's not a defensive person that he was. And he has no offense whatsoever. Nawala lahat eh.
If they can
Nawala
find a
nung-
taker for him, I think they'll be better off.
Nung nakalipat siya ng Milwaukee, no? Parang nawala siya.
Oo. 3 or 4 years ago, tawag sa kanya. Nung nasa Clippers siya, mini Lebron tawag sa kanya, di ba?
Oo.
Kasi naman, di ba? Kukompare ka
Diba?
na lang kay Lebron pa.
Di
ba, Carly?
4 years ago.
He was destined to fail.
Parang pwede pa nga siyang Nate Robinson 2.0.
Oo. Nate
Oh.
Robinson Sr.
Senior pa. Or yung mga ganun, di ba? Yun yung
Ano ulit
mas
topic
magandang
natin?
Kung saan
Ano
saan.
tayong
Ito
topic?
na naman tayo. Lakers.
Ikot eh.
Lakers
Ay,
pala.
ganun.
Trade
Ang-
market feeling ko nothing too big.
Oo.
Ay, parang ang movement dyan sa buyout market.
Sa buyout sila lang, feeling ko sa buyout eh.
Where Drummond
feeling ko yun.
goes.
Interesting
Drummond.
kasi kung si Bill, available, hindi.
You're not
Bill
gonna have
Russell?
enough assets to move him.
Hindi, ayaw niya.
Bill Pullman.
We will not go quietly into the night.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Bill Pullman?
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
We will not
The
go
president?
silently into the night.
ID4?
Pareho tayo na iisip.
Where do you
Bill
think
Pullman.
Drummond will go?
Lakers.
Parang
Will-
dapat
will
Lakers.
go in-
Ako tingin ko Portland.
Hindi yung gusto mo kung saan pupunta.
No! Ang Clippers, ang Cleveland, ang tigas ng ulo eh. Ayaw nilang, wala silang makuha and they're too greedy.
Gusto nila pick
Hindi
So-
bibigay ng Cleveland sa Lakers yan.
That's
Hindi
right.
naman nila
That's what-
ibibigay, iba-buyout nga eh.
Iba buyout nga. Ng
Hindi trade
Lakers.
nila yan para may makuha sila.
Wala nga takers.
Yun nga ang problema. Masyado malaki ang asking price nila for Drummond. That's why I'm saying the Lakers will get what's his face, Drummond sa buyout market, not because of a trade.
But
Ika-trade na lang ng Cleveland para
Drummond-
mawala yung chance papunta sa Lakers.
Hindi nga, kung wala nga, hindi, if they're not gonna get enough assets, they're not gonna trade him.
They're
They're
not
gonna
trade
get
him.
tied down to bad contracts. They're not gonna do something like that.
Papabayad
Data ang
sila.
sabi ang front.
Ang
Why?
Portland,
Why?
Oh,
Nurkic is
Portland-
coming back.
ang
Oo.
Portland is ang kinakantahan, ang rumor is that nabasa ko naman, sila Marcus Aldridge will come back home
Makes a little more sense.
because doon naman
Kasi
siya. Tsaka his game has already gone to the point na ano na siya eh. Outside shooting big man na siya eh.
Which would
Hindi
Ang
na
probably
interested din sa kanya.
Brook Lopez.
no,
Ang
makakatulong.
interesado rin. Kapalit ng wala. Parang Horford daw before.
Pero
But defensively, it's not gonna help them.
again,
Oo.
kailangan Lakers, ang Celtics na they need a defensive stuffer ba?
Ayun, actually, pwede din doon. Pag Celtic, si
Si
Drummond.
Drummond, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Actually, yun lang naman
Athletic.
iniisip ko.
Athletic.
Iniisip ko lang naman kay Drummond, bakit niya gugustuhin mag-Lakers? It makes sense for him to go to the Lakers, pero anong incentive niya para mag-Lakers? Just to chase a ring?
Ring chasing.
Oh,
He can chase the ring in
Hindi,
Brooklyn.
tsaka, ay,
where?
music. Kasi
He can chase
yung
the
style-
ring in Brooklyn.
Yung sasalihan nga niya
True.
sa Lakers, chase a ring din eh, di ba?
What's the
yung
issue
thing-
there? There's no issue there, Farley.
So,
May
Brooklyn,
influence.
They're all moving to the Lakers to chase a ring. Whoever's gonna sign with the Nets is gonna
Oh.
chase a ring. So everyone's
Yes.
chasing a ring.
mm.
I wanna
If
chase
you
a ring
like it-
too, but I don't know how to play. So
Ano to, may choreo ba kayong dalawa, Farley tsaka Noy?
meron. Alam mo naman, sa tagal na natin nagsushow, we can read each other's mind. Pero iba yung pag-read namin iba yung pag-read namin ng
Sabay
mind
dalawa
namin ni Farley. Binabara ko lang siya.
Oo.
Kaya kahit ang
Kampi ko yan.
binabara ko
Kami
lang.
ni Gary, yan. Ganyan kami ni Gary.
Yan. So yun, that's what I think. So why wouldn't Drummond just go to Brooklyn? Why would he go
Why
to
not?
the Lakers? Why not him go to the Clippers?
Why not?
Kasi for all intents and purposes, he's gonna sign for at most the mid-level. Pero I think minimum would be enough to sign him. So,
Interested ba daw Clippers kay Drummond?
ba't naman hindi?
Parang hindi kasi nababanggit sa plano nila eh.
Bakit
Parang
naman
sila
hindi?
Zubac.
Pero
Wait.
wala na kasi mga draft pick ang Clippers to give away yata eh.
Oo.
Yun na, buyout.
And with the buyout,
Buyout.
Buyout din sila eh.
Sino bang team ang hindi interesadong kunin si Drummond for minimum?
Cleveland.
O kung babayaran lang nila dun, minimum, di naman nila bibitawan yun eh. Kasi he's in the books for how much? 27?
27 million siya.
27 million. So if they waive, if they buy him out, mas konti na lang yung effect nun sa cap nila. Pero if they could have him for minimum, why wouldn't they want him? Gulo-gulo mo, may
Mamaya.
masabi ka lang.
Hindi, ito, ano natin, mid-year, kasi lumipas na ang mid-year, di ba? O sino ngayon ang mga, ano natin, sinabi na natin ang MVP natin, sinabi na ni Noy ang kanyang Rookie of the Year. Most improved, tsaka 6 months, sino? After
Clarkson.
seeing
Clarkson.
Clarkson. Next.
Clarkson.
Clarkson next.
Farley,
Pareho,
meron pa?
6 months. 6 months tsaka most improved Clarkson pareho.
Clarkson.
Hindi.
Yeah, 6 months siya.
Oh, ba't hindi most
Sino
improved?
sinabi ko? Sino
Improve
sinabi
si
ko
ano,
most improved?
meron pang isa.
Most improved mo, Gary? Si Lonnie Walker?
Lonnie
Hindi
Walker
natin
na
sinabi
pa.
ko dati.
Lonnie Walker sinabi mo.
Oh.
Harrell pwede rin eh.
Hindi na
Sino?
yun.
Harrell.
Are? As
For what?
what? Most improved?
Most improved.
No.
Talaga?
I don't think so.
Hindi.
Sino pa? Sandali,
Ang
meron
ganda na ng nilaro niya last year.
Kaya,
May sinabi ba akong
Actually,
iba? Hindi ko
all the
maalala.
statistics are down from last year yata eh.
Oo. Kaya nga siya yung nanalo ng 6th man last year.
Sino
Yan.
sinabi
Ako,
ko MVP
ibabandera ko
nung
lang.
simula? Si Yanis yata, no?
Yanis. Oh, Yanis.
Malamang si Yanis.
Yanis
ulit
pa ba?
yan. Yanis yan.
Yanis pa rin. Yeah.
Bumabalik sa
Pride na
dating
lang to. Pride na lang to. Pride.
Yanis yan kasi nga nawala si LeBron sa picture.
Most improved. Yanis.
Most improved. Hindi. MVP. Kasi binalikan ni Inoy yung MVP niya sa start natin, di ba? Start of season. Ako, babandera ko lang yung yung team ko. If anything, mananalo ng most improved si Jeremy Grant.
Hindi.
If anything.
Hindi.
yung pwede yun. Pwede rin yun.
Hindi.
Ako,
Tapos
yung
yung
sasabi ko,
Rosen.
bago na-injure si Victor Wood. Chris Wood.
Christian Wood.
Christian Wood. Victor Wood.
Tama si Christian Wood. O nga. Kaso wala.
si-
Grabe haba ng injury niya.
Grant, pwedeng
tsaka-
Grant ang most improved.
Saka
6
si
months
si Bobby
Randall.
Boucher.
Rozier.
Julius Randle.
Julius Babaw.
Yan
Jerry
yata
Rozier.
sinabi ko. Feeling ko si Julius Randle sinabi ko eh.
Terry
Rozier?
Rozier or
Hanapin ko nga yun.
Hanapin mo
Sexton.
nga.
Di rin. Means, yung mga, parang si
SGA.
Rozier. Di rin.
SJ last year dapat yun eh.
Last year na siya nag-improve. This
Bushy.
year, actually. Wala.
Tingin ko yung Grant, maganda.
Huwag na kayo magpakapagod si Randall yan.
Zach Lavine.
Randall.
Zach Lavine.
Randall yan.
No.
Kasi nag-all-star siya, ganun. Kung yun lang, di si Mike Conley.
Most accommodated yun.
Problema na kay Julius Randle, although nag-improve siya, sobrang lalaki na in-improve niya. I don't think the voters might think, kasi tagal din na, alam mo yun?
Ang tagal niya
sa
na.
league na oo eh.
Kasi baka may feeling ko may argument yun si Zach Lavine.
Wala.
Zach Lavine.
Isa pa yun.
Kontra ka lang eh.
na rin
Kontra commander ka lang eh. Anyway, yeah. Tignan na lang natin kung anong mangyayari sa Lakers at sa NBA. Abangan pa natin yan in the coming weeks, no? Ilang games na lang? 20 plus? Less than 30 na lang, ano?
Yep.
Anyway, let's move on to the next issue. Ito naman, medyo closer to home. Yan na.
Mamaya tulog na naman yun.
Recently, may mga umiikot na balita na may gentleman's agreement daw among the PBA teams na hindi offeran ang isang Bobby Ray Parks ng kontrata while he stays in limbo amid the negotiations that fell through with TNT Katropa. Tinulugan ako ng mga kasama ko. Tapos itong nakaraan ay nag-tweet si The Dean Kenito Henson na wala daw intention ng TNT na mag-entertain ng trade at wala din daw ibang teams na gustong makipag-trade. On top of that, hindi rin makalipat ng liga si Parks kasi in order to do so, he needs the approval of FIBA, who will only give the go signal o kung okay sa SBP na siya naman ang mag-aantay kung okay sa PBA. Ang tanong, ano ang pwede at dapat gawin ni Parks para makalaro siya ulit ng professional basketball?
Apologize to TNT, sign a contract. Next topic. It's the only way he's gonna play. It's the only way he's going to play is if TNT allows him to play. If they don't allow him, he's in limbo. He can't sign any contract.
Dadagdag pa ako ng one more dun sa sinabi Noy.
Okay.
Get rid of your advisors. Apologize to TNT. Yun, and play.
Basta kung ano nangyari sa kanya ngayon, kung sino man yung mga nagtumulong sa kanya mag-decide na gano'n, get rid of these people or this person or whatsoever.
Grabe naman kayo, get rid agad. Pwede naman di ka nalang makinig.
For
all you know, these are family. These are people he considers family. It's not easy to just turn your back. But you have to make a decision for yourself.
No, I agree with you again, 50-50 for both of you. But at the end of the day, I know you want to please family, pero tinan mo. Kay Soto, again, kay Soto, that's what happened. Diba?
Yeah.
Although Bobby Ray Parks for me is never been the best player except maybe the UAP. So I don't know why.
Not even.
Alam mo yun? I don't know kaya that's why. Although nag-MVP siya once sa MVP sa UA, but you know, what has gotten is said that he's willing to jeopardize his career for a race nga ba or whatever. We don't know the issue. And as far as some to talk about, but we don't know what happened. Baka mamaya nagda-drugs yung bata kaya ganyan, pa-flip nag-iisip niya. We don't know.
Grabe,
Ang,
drugs
Diba?
agad.
ang,
Grabe
nakapil-
naman.
ang
Pa-
pinaka nakakapagtaka kasi, yung inislead niya yung management into believing na he was still in the US, attending the personal family matters. Tapos, there's a video which came out here na nasa, hindi pala LA, LU, na Union. Surfing, gano'n.
Los Angeles.
Kala ko Los
Los
Angeles.
Angeles.
Buti pa nga sana kung nakita siya sa LAGUNA, Laguna. At least LA, di ba? Pero LU eh. So, kalokohan.
Or LA Lower Antipolo, ganun.
Oo. So, sa akin,
Or
hindi,
di ba sa
tama
QC
yun.
may Los Angeles na ano na street.
Kasi
Buti, hindi nadamay si
for
Tenorio.
these people, yung advisors, kung kunyari, kayong tatlo kunyari, ina-advisean nyo ako ng mali, anong gagawin ko ba? Kakalimutan ko na kayo? Hindi. Friends pa rin tayo, pero hindi na ako makikinig sa inyo. So I think
Hindi pa,
it's not...
paano naging friends yun kung hindi ka nakikinig?
Bakit? Pwede naman ako friends na hindi ako nakikinig.
Hindi,
Friends
acquaintance na lang yun. Ang friends,
Ako,
may
di ako
tiwala.
Yan ang
Pwede ako
sasalita ba?
Definition
Kasi
of friends
kasi
Yan ang
tayo.
sasalita ba?
Kasi natak na ako. No. At the end of the day, si Parks is a grown person.
Yeah, he has to make a
He should-
decision for himself.
He has to make a decision himself. Kila Carzoto, I understand, is still technically a minor, di ba?
Alam mo
I
yung
don't know,
mapati
di ba?
sa PBA ngayon?
Ano?
Pareho na lang yung mga players na trending ang ano, di ba? Abueva Parks na naman. Dati sila, ngayon sila na naman.
Pero say for example, sorry siya sa TNT. Do you think that he should still play for TNT or do you think that he should just go ahead and look for employment elsewhere? Like say for example, B-League, di ba? Or
Gonna
try
need
siya ulit for
clearance
G-League. Kaya nga,
from FIBA.
kung mag-sorry siya sa TNT at umokay ulit kahit papaano, naging civil sila ng TNT. Does it mean does he have to necessarily go back? Does he necessarily have to go back to TNT? Or would it be in his best interest to move away from the PBA and go and look for employment elsewhere na lang?
You know, there's I don't know if it's I'll compare what he plays basketball to a corporate job. If you're in a corporate job and let's say you work for the sake of argument, you work for Coke, there will always be an employee clause that you can't transfer to a rival company, which is let's say Pepsi, di ba? Pero ang trabaho mo sa Coke, let's say, kuwari lang, ang trabaho mo sa Coke ay taga-lagay ng Tansan. Yun lang ang alam mong gawin. Di ka makalipat sa Pepsi kasi yun lang ang yung trabaho, di ba? The Coke cannot hold you to that because it is your livelihood that they are banning.
Tampering.
So you can actually tampering with. So you can actually sue them or fight in court because it is your livelihood that they're taking away from you. So hindi pwedeng forever na hindi ka pwede magtrabaho as non-competitive. There's that's why usually may nakalagay doon 1 year after or 2 years after or 6 months after. Pero never ka hindi pwede lumipat sa rival company. Meron palaging statute of limits yun. Gets mo? So if you compare it ngayon sa trabaho ngayon sa PBA, they can probably what Bobby Parks can do. Bobby Parks, tama ba ako? Bobby Ray.
Ray.
Technically, still Bobby Parks. So.
Oo nga, tatay niya pala yung ko. Technically, kung talagang walang nangyayari sa he can actually file a case in the court because he's being deprived of his livelihood because of this. Yun ang laban niya. But of course, may live contract siya and everything. So that's another thing entirely, di ba? But
I'm not sure he has a live contract. I don't think he has a live contract.
Ngayon, wala.
He doesn't have a contract.
Ngayon, wala.
TNT
That's
has
why
to
they've
write.
been in contract negotiations for an extension.
Ako, for me, that's the only way he can ever get. I don't know legal. Di ako legal person, di ako abogado. But that's the only way for me for him to probably even try to make an issue out of it without apologizing. Alam mo yun? he has to, because he's being deprived of a livelihood, that is why he has to file a court and then file a case or whatever, blah, 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 to ever get a chance to ever play again. And if he does, I don't think, parang feeling ko, PBA pa, feeling ko napaka-personal ng PBA and they're also close.
Mm.
Di ba, one is connected to the other, one hip bone is connected to the thigh bone to the other. I think, to be honest, we've seen the last of his playing days,
In
at
the
least in
PBA?
his prime, in the PBA. Ako
Wow.
honestly, feeling ko na, isa ako, nandito ko all the way here. So, well, hindi ko nababasa ko or all second-hand information from whatever I read from the news, di ba? Unless Mr. Pasabog has something up his sleeve, hindi natin alam, I don't know.
Na may pasabog, may pasabog siya.
Baka may pasabog yan. Pero hindi ko alam, di ba? Ako personally, I personally think with what I'm seeing right now and the way his attitude is, sinadya niya to cover up eh. And we don't know the reason why, di ba? Is it to get a raise? Is it to get traded? He has not spoken out. The other teams have not spoken out. So we don't know. I mean, I don't know why. So unless, feeling ko na burn niya na yung bridge at the very least sa TNT. But pag siya pinakawalan ng TNT, the other teams should scoop him up. Di ba? Sira naman sila if they don't, di ba? At the end of the day, he's still a talented player, right? Pero pag walang embargo yan, Kevin lang yan na parang, di ba? Di namin kukunin. Kunin ka namin. Di ba? At the end of the day, feeling ko magaganon din sila eh.
Pero I think, I mean, why does he have to get to the point na kailangan niya pa ng file cases, whatever? I mean, the easiest way to get back in, I mean, to go back to playing is to find the middle ground with TNT. For you to get the chance to find, to make a livelihood playing. Kasi it's the way back to playing goes through TNT. Because they own the rights. So PBA-wise, mahirapan siyang pumunta anywhere. Wala siyang ibang option except to play for TNT or at the very least get the blessing of TNT to get to play elsewhere. I mean, siguro naman if they were in a good place with TNT and he said he wanted to explore options abroad, I think at some point papayag naman yun kasi, 'di ba? I mean, if he's gonna get paid better abroad, kung hindi kaya tapatan ng TNT whatever he can earn abroad, hindi man nila pipigilan yun, di ba? So, if he wants to play, has to go through TNT, plain and simple. Yun lang talaga option niya for now. Now, if yun sinasabi nga na he'd have to explore legal options, bakit pa papaabutin to that point? Besides, you're gonna be going up not only against TNT, you're gonna go up against the PBA dahil the PBA will protect TNT. I mean, they have whatever things in their charter to protect owners. Kasi you can't allow players to move freely from one team to the other, 'di ba? Kaya nga may rights eh.
Bird rights?
Bird rights.
Kaya nga may rights eh.
Correct.
Farley. Farley.
Sa akin, dapat yung sincere apology niya sa TNT management. Kilala naman natin si Boss MVP na sportsman, di ba? Magpakumbaba siya, aminin niya yung talagang kasalanan niya and, show remorse, repent for that wrongdoing.
Tama-tama.
Tama,
walang alam.
No?
Tamang-tama.
Pero ngayon, mag-reflect muna and then repent. Diba?
Then
So,
be reborn.
sa akin, ewan ko lang kung hindi pa burn yung bridges na maglalaro siya, tanggap pa siya ng teammates niya, or et cetera. Hindi mo rin masabi. That's another factor. So, I don't know. Saka yung sa case, alam mo, pwede naman sabihin ng owners, wala namin gusto eh. Ayaw na namin. Any other player, walang gustong kumuha.
Pero pag binigyan nila ng right yun to choose wherever team he wants to play, lahat yung mag-offer yun.
I
Hindi
think
pa siya
siguro
sa
may informal gentleman's agreement yung mga yan.
Informal
Sila yan eh.
gentleman dahil ang rights nasa TNT.
Wala na ba yung ano? Hindi ba siya kasali dun sa yung grupo na pag unrestricted free agent ka na, unrestricted, may totoong unrestricted
7
free
years.
agency na? Ilang taon na ba si Bobby Ray?
Hindi ko alam.
Wala pa.
7
Wala
years
pa.
na contract ata. Ang nakakapagtaka pang isa, bakit siya laging 1-year contract?
Talaga,
Yun nga,
yun
para
ang
open
hinihingi
ng options niya.
No, alam mo, pag player ka, hindi ka na secure sa 1 year. Pag na-injure ka or something. There is parang kasama siguro sa mga advisors siya or something. I don't know. Hindi ko alam eh.
1 year lang,
kasi-
1 year lang yung kontrata na ba na nakuha from TNT? Di ba binana
1 year lang
lang?
gusto niya.
Kala ko binana lang from Blackwater yung kontrata na. That's why 1
From
year.
what I understood,
So,
1 year
humingi siya ng
contract.
1-year contract.
Yun ang hindi ko
1 year
alam.
contract yung before niya.
Hindi
Ewan
ako,
ko ngayon.
hindi ako
ang hinihingi niya.
privy.
Hindi ka
1 year.
privy.
Ang chismis, malaki hinihingi.
Chismis pa lang yun. Hindi naman ano yan eh. Hindi pa, wala
Di
pa,
ba
hindi pa
may
siya.
supposedly maximum?
Di ba, hindi pa
Magkano
founded
max?
yung
500, di ba? 500 a month?
500, di ba?
425, I think.
Ay, di ba 500 a month?
Parang binabata nila. I don't know.
Binaba pa.
425.
Pero in fairness to him, if you're signing 1-year contracts, you're gambling on yourself.
Oo.
I mean,
Parang 'di ba, yun yung ginawa nila yung ginawa nila KD.
Yun yung ginawa ni Gary nung nakatulog
LeBron.
siya.
Hindi nakakapagtaka
Kuha,
lang.
kuha na lang ako ng picture ni Gary, tapos salpak ko na lang siya.
Di ba pag player ka, gusto mo security rin kahit pa paano. So, hindi ko alam.
Iba kasi, iba din ang ano eh. I guess nandun siya sa mindset na ganun sa US ganun sa NBA, di ba? Shorter contracts ang hinahanap ngayon ng mga players because it gives them especially yung mga medyo marquee.
You know,
Marquee.
we were talking with the guest who said the same thing about a certain player. Kasi laking states. Slaughter, who was the coach you were talking about with? Si Coach Boy Cabahog, di ba? Nalala mo sinabi niya? Sabi niya, di ba? Inabisuan daw niya si Greg Stottenberg. Ang hirap talaga pag laking states yung kausap mo.
Iba yung mindset eh.
Mindset nila.
Oo. Yun. Kasi sa NBA, 2 years lang. Si Durant, 2 years. LeBron, 2 years. Puro short term. Kasi because the structure naman of basketball, of professional basketball in the US is player-centric na. Nagiging player-centric na siya ngayon eh. Dito sa PBA, ano pa siya eh. Hindi pa naman siya ganun eh. Diba?
Sorry, he hasn't made the mark in the PBA for me. I mean, he scores, that's it. He's not even... I would take Pogoy in a heartbeat over him.
Right now,
I would take Bolik over him in a
I
heartbeat.
would take Bolik over him.
CJ Perez over him in a heartbeat.
I mean, magaling siya sa magaling, but I've never...
Game changer.
I mean, he gets his points. Parang kulang. Oh, yes.
Do you think the time that he had spent chasing after an NBA dream hampered his capability to become a bigger impact player in the Philippines?
Well, I feel like he's a better player now than he was in college.
Talaga?
Because of what he did.
Because of his NBA
and I think he reworked
the confidence
his game.
Yun eh.
He reworked his game when he was trying to get into the NBA. He's a totally different player from the Ray of NU. But yun nga, end of the day, I feel like he and TNT will agree to terms with something. I mean, either to allow him to play for TNT or siguro sa TNT, better for them to let him play abroad. They wouldn't want him to play for, let's say, San Miguel because it might come back and bite them in wherever.
Syempre, isipin din ng TNT. Mag-sorry to, hindi naman sincere. Pag nakapirma na, magpapatrade.
But he will, same situation, he's gonna be tied to TNT.
No.
Pero with the contract, TNT has to pay him. Right now, TNT doesn't spend anything. Diba? Pag pinapirma nila, tapos biglang ayaw na naman maglaro, demand ng trade. Pag binangko mo yan, kasi sweldohin mo pa rin.
Kasuhan nila pag di naglaro.
Maglaro ng banjing.
That's why for me, if ever hindi na siya, I don't think he'll ever resign with TNT. And then, ang mangyayari is he'll play in another league or abroad. Feeling ko, mag-Japan pa yan. Mag-Japayuki siya sa B-League, di ba?
J-League.
I would think he has offers somewhere else. Kaya siya ganyan.
Meron yan. Kaya ganyan. Definitely not another. Ako,
Or malay mo naman kung may family matter siya talaga.
I think what the issue there no yung family matter. Malay mo meron nga. Problema, nag-live siya na sa States sa production sa
Sa LU, hindi LA.
Ibang usapan yun.
Yeah, malay
I
natin.
think he will issue a statement or something. Hindi pwedeng ganyan katagal din.
Si Parks nga mag-issue ng statement?
He has no choice. He has to make a statement.
He has to clear the air.
Yeah.
His statement will probably his statement kailangan ng tono, hindi yung tipong nag-accuse siya, yung mga ganun. It has to be apologetic eh.
Yes, he has to get his livelihood back.
Oh,
I'll just hope that thing gets settled.
For the best.
Sayang pa din.
Yeah,
Sayang pa din. He's a good player. He should be
malaking bagay
playing.
din I mean, he's been through a lot. His dad passed away, his girlfriend passed away, di ba? So, I don't really know. Dati, he's courtside reporter dati. Girlfriend niya. Isang courtside reporter ng NUL. Basta she passed away.
Yeah.
And then, syempre, his dad, di ba? Lalo na, we will never know about the influence his dad, how much of influence his dad was, di ba? Kasi best player PBA yun. Imagine if he was around now, I'm sure he would be advising his son.
Hindi mangyayari to kung
you should be playing, anak.
Anak. Itigil mo yung anak pag budging ba? What can we do? Wala tayo narinig, di ba? Kaya tayo, opinion natin to. Parang, ang ganda-ganda ng buhay mo, anak. You're playing a sport you love and you're getting paid for it. Tino mo kami 4 dito, nagtsatsaga sa ganito.
And we're not even getting paid for it.
For it? Ano ba yan?
Si Farley lang yata.
Meron bang binabayaran sa inyong tatlo na hindi ko alam?
Si Farley lang yata yung sumusweldo sa atin eh.
Farley lang sumusweldo sa atin eh.
Kasi Chief, naging nag-GG ka sa akin. Bala kayo.
Baka to si Farley, may sponsor to na hindi natin nalalaman. Yung mga televiewers na yan. Baka may sponsor.
Yung mga code word na.
Kaya pala may mga nilalabas siya
baka may sponsor yun ng mga TV, kaya televiewers.
Maglalabas na mga Don Romantico apparel yan si Farley dati.
Teka nga, Google nga natin. Baka may Dom Romantico na.
Dom Romantico of the Don Antonio Spurs.
Baka sponsored to ni Jordan Clarkson na yun nasa likod niya.
Jordan Clarkson. Sabi ko eh.
Pero yun, di ba? Kaya tayo na-frustrate lahat with the Kai Soto, with the Bobby Ray Parks. Man, you guys have it made. It's a simple game.
You're living our dreams.
You're living our dreams.
You're living our dreams.
Our dreams, di ba? Imagine mo.
Lalo na si Farley na nag-try out talaga.
Nag-try out. Ay, nako. Kakainis lang.
Ang biruin laki ng kinikita ng player. Tapos basically, trabaho mo, it's about half day. Compared dun sa mga 8 to 5, tapos overtime or whatsoever. Ewan ko.
Ganun na lang si Farley.
At saka rin, you have to face it, minsan yung mga taong ganyan, like Bobby Ray, maybe like Kai, how do you say this correctly? As compared to a paying, these guys work hard. Alam mo yun? Galing bato talaga para maging ginto. Diba? They work hard so they know the value. They know the value of where they came from, what they're doing, what the sport, this is what this sport has done for me. I have to give back somehow, diba? Bobby Ray kind of maybe had it easy, grew up in the States. His dad was making money. Magdidili scholarships left and right. Fanboys like us were, the next great PBA player, soon to be NBA player. Handed on a silver platter. Kaya parang walang, I don't want to say humility. Alam mo yun, hindi sila nakadanas ng paghihirap eh. It all came to them served on a silver platter. The talent, the ability, yung mga ganyan, di ba? So you can say the same kay Kai, ganun din. Di ba? Uy, 6'7 to, uy, 6'4 to, 10 years old pa lang. Yung mga ganun, di ba? Nothing came easy for these guys. So, that's why siguro ganyan din ang pag-iisip nila. Ganun din sa way they think. Sayang.
Sayang lang.
Sayang na
Sayang lang.
Okay.
Para
So
kay,
anyway,
para kay
para
Ray
kay-
Park, sana maayos mo na.
San
Yun,
Miguel
no?
ba
Sige,
yan?
Iho.
Ito mo, hindi ako nagbabanggit. Ikaw ata kumikintag kotse.
Sana.
Dapat kita brand dito.
Sana lang. Kung kinukulit ko kayo mag-show every week, malamang may kinikita ako.
and that is Karambola. At dyan nagtatapos ang isa na namang episode ng Laro-Laro lang. Let's all go with our parting shots. Beginning with the daddy dribbling all the way in Canada, Mr. Excited, Gary Villanueva.
Thank you for watching our show today.
Diyos ko,
Thank
tulungan
you,
niyo
thank you.
ako.
Thank you for watching our show today. Masaya yung kwentuhan. Talaga nagkwentuhan lang kami. I hope somehow we made sense of what we were talking about. But anyway, as in, like I always say, please continue to practice social distancing. Utang na loob, araw-araw, pataas ang kaso dyan sa Pilipinas, all the way from over here at Canada. We feel your frustration and everything, and all we can do is hopefully send our prayers to you guys. But please, 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 practice whatever needs to be done and do whatever needs done for this epidemia ang matapos na. Anyway, from Canada again, signing off, Gary A. See you soon.
Susunod, si Contra Commander, ang expert sa pagmimiron, si Coach Miron, Noy Africa.
Di naman ako kumukontra. Grabe kayo mag-judge.
Hoy, huwag mong i-edit yung sinabi mo.
Hindi talaga.
Nandiyan ka para kontrahin ako.
Hindi talaga. Anyway, maraming salamat sa lahat ng umabot sa puntong ito. At pagpasensyahan nyo na yung mga topic namin dahil di naman namin sinunod kung saan-saan pa kami umabot. Pero again, kung gusto nyo lang mag-unwind, maghanap kayo na ibang papanoorin. Hindi, seryoso na. Yun nga, again, like what Gary said, tulong-tulong naman na tayo, utang na loob.
Magmumura.
Yun. So again, protect yourselves. At the same time, you protect your family and you protect others. Kami, wag nyo na kaming seryosohin, okay lang. Pero itong pandemic, seryoso na. Laro-laro lang.
And of course, hindi magpapahuli. Ang master ng pasabog, si Mr. Pasabog, Farley
Dom
Romantico Aguila.
Stop recording.
Maraming salamat to. Kung umabot kayo dito, ilagay nyo lang ho ang pangalan nyo sa comment. May raffle ho kami sa mga nakapanood ng dulong. Sa dulong ito, ha?
Anong raffle?
Para-raffle ho kami.
May sponsor ka
Kaya
nga.
namin sasabihin kung ano ang ipararaffle. Kasi bali mo, ang raffle natin, free guesting.
Wow.
T-shirt na nakasulat ng Don Romantico.
Don Antonio Spurs.
Maraming salamat to at sabi nga ho nila, seryosohin nyo yung pandemic.
Sino may sabi?
Ano, wag seryosohin yung pandemic?
Sino may sabi?
Seryosohin.
Sino may sabi niyan?
Ayun, ingat ho lagi, hindi na ho biro itong nangyayari ngayon sa ating kapalagiran. Dapat to, isipin nyo yung mga mahal nyo sa buhay, sarili nyo. Doon tayo dumagdag sa problema pa. Sino man dumadagdag sa problema, ha? Manda ka. Ha? Okay.
So na.
Medyo.
Ano?
FPJ.
Kasama pala natin si FPJ dito, hindi ko alam.
At ako naman si Chief Mistak, Joel Parcon.
Ay, kasali ka pala.
Salamat sa... Oo nga, kasali ako dito. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagnood. Kung nagustuhan niyo yung aming kwentuhan tonight, like niyo yung video at i-share niyo. Kung gusto niyo, like niyo na rin yung Facebook at Instagram namin. Sa Facebook, we are larolarulang.ph at sa Instagram, we are at larolarulang. And now I will leave you with my weekly words of wisdom ko, no. Ganito pa rin. Maraming uncertainty sa buhay. Kaya dapat handa kang humarap sa anumang uncertainty na iyong madatnan. At handa ka ring malagpasan ang kahit anong hirap na kasama nito. See you guys next week again. Remember, wag nyo kaming masyadong seryosohin. Laro-laro lang. Stay safe. Good night.
Stay safe.
Good night.